We are racing for the first time in Virtual Racing Project, and there's a crash at the back of the field already as they race down towards turn 1. It's Tyler Davison with the lead as they break for the first corner here. He goes a little bit deep, there's a bit of bumping on the inside of turn 1, but now they make their way up the hill. Tyler with a comfortable lead as they head through turns 2 and 3. It's two AlphaTauris behind of Dylan and Beano that have held position here as they make their way up towards turn 4. Bit of a defensive move there from Dylan, his teammate not looking to attack, as behind them there's lots of attacking. The Alfa Romeos make a little bit of contact there. It's Evan just ahead of Aaron, then it's the two Aston Martins. It's 2x2 through the mid-pack here, as side-by-side racing between the Alfa Romeo and the Aston Martin. Different tyre compounds at this stage of the race as we already. Dogs making a move, someone's got around there. Who was that? That looks like one of the Aston Martins. It was Hazard Time, who is going wide now at the hairpins. You can see there's a little bit of lag going on here as they make their way down towards the tricky turn 10. And through there they go. And the top 4 are Tyler, Dylan, Beano, and Olga here, with Evan Dalton currently running out the top 5, but he's a little bit away from the lead group. Gonna have a quick look here as we see battling further down the field to look at the tyres that everyone is on, because we didn't get a formation lap to do that. As we make our way up the hill, it is Harold racing with Thomas, Wise Pips. Harold just ahead at this stage now as they make their way into the right-hander at the top of the circuit, making their way back down now towards the final couple of corners. Got side-by-side racing. Beano under pressure and is getting passed by Dolga into the final corner. Dolga started on the soft compound tyre. He's pushing ahead early. He's going with the aggressive strategy, but he went deep into the final corner here. As meanwhile, Tyler on the hard tyres. He may have held the lead off the start, but now he's got big pressure behind from Dylan. On the mediums, he should have the grip. Dylan's going to look to the inside. He goes to the inside, but he doesn't quite get alongside in time. Tyler breaking late enough as Dolga holds on to P3 behind us. We've got big racing going on behind. It's Aaron racing with Luke and Evan. Evan's lost a couple of places there. He's dropped all the way down from 5th down into 8th place, so 3 places lost there for him. As the mid-pack is ruthlessly fighting here in these early stages. They know every position matters so much when a pack can form, especially when the lead group are pulling away like they are at this stage. Dylan, though, currently in 2nd place. We've got another spinner in the background. That looks like it's Niall Kerr, and it is. It's Ducky spun around there, and we've got a virtual safety car out there for debris. Battle for the lead commencing here as they're side by side as they head into the S section. Tyler with the preferred line and will hold on to that lead despite the tyre disadvantage at this stage. Dylan knows he's got to make the move when he can. And now, down the inside of the hairpin, that's going to be a tricky one to get the car to rotate on. And you see that exactly there. Tyler holds on to the lead once more. Will Dylan look for a daring move down the inside of turn 10? No, he's just going to follow through here now. But a little bit of contact there, a little bit of lag there. And that is actually going to give the lead to Dylan, as Charlie is lagged out again here, and the connection issues are really rampant here in these early stages of the race. Dylan, though, has taken the lead through virtue of lag. Not the overtake we were hoping for, but it's what we got there. Dylan now out front in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Tyler in 2nd place now, the pole sitter. On those hard tyres, though, may well just use this as an opportunity to sort of get pulled along by the AlphaTauri driver and let them use their grip whilst he has a harder compound. But immediately he's looking to the inside, he's putting the pressure on, he's not relaxing here at all as Dylan leads the way. Down the main straight he goes. He's got Tyler right behind him. Beano sets the fast lap of the race so far. This scrap is not slowing them down too much as towards turn 1 they go. Tyler to take the lead back around the outside of turn 1. Dylan back down the inside. A bit of wheel bang in there. He pushes into the edge of the track, but Tyler fights right back up the inside there. Side by side out of turn 2 and 3. Dylan with the DRS down the straight towards turn 4. He's got the inside line too as we see scrapping behind with drive being squeezed all over the road. It's Afonso racing with Aaron all the way around the outside. Can he pull that one off? That's going to be a tricky one. There's a little bit of contact there. Did they both make it through? I think they just about did. Yes, they did. They're still side by side. There's more contact. They go into the corner and they spin. Around goes Aaron. There's contact there. And Afonso's off as well. Both drivers went around us. Now Afonso with some questionable rejoining tactics, but it looks like he's just about got away with them. Already, you can see they're moving on the straight to try and break the slipstream of the drive behind, holding on to that. Well, middle of the road at the moment, it's sort of reactive position. You can decide then based on what the driver behind does on where you want to go. As Tyler to the outside again. Will he go for a switch back this time? It looks like that's what he's trying. He comes out of turn 1, now through turns 2 and 3. Turn 2 really tricky in this stage of the race with heavy fuel as he's right up behind the AlphaTauri. He's to the outside of the AlphaTauri. Can he go all the way around the outside? It looks like he might just be able to do it. Does he go a little bit too deep? He may have gone a bit too deep, but it isn't going to stop him from making the overtake. Up into the lead goes Tyler for Ferrari as we've got a spinner, and it's Dylan. Dylan's gone around. He's hit the wall. Or has he? No, that was just the barrier. Oh no, but now he's driven straight back across the track and Evan Dalton's T-boned him. That was horrendous. Utterly horrendous. Wow, I did not expect that. Big crash, safety car deployed. Evan Dalton and Dylan are out of the race. Out of the final corner now. Tyler has not gone yet. He's waiting still, but now he goes. We are back to green flag racing here in Bahrain. It's a good restart for Tyler, but will he maintain that lead as they run towards turn 1? It's a fairly long straight here. Beano's right up behind him as they go towards turn 1. Tyler holds on as they dive into the first corner, but he locks up. Big time lock up. He goes wide. He's going to lose several positions there. That is going to put Beano up into the lead of the race with Herod in second. Tyler drops to third. He's going to be under pressure from the Mercedes, the Aston Martin, sorry, behind him, of Luke. As they make their way down into turn 4, again Tyler with a bit of a lock-up on the inside front. Not having much fun with that tyre on this restart, but he holds on to third place, crucially for him. It is now Beano leading. Immediately you see him weaving a bit here. Herod behind. Herod's going for the lead in the Mercedes. Pulls to the inside. This should be a nice and easy move as they go onto the brakes now. The Mercedes is through and into the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Herod out front after starting way down the field. He now finds himself in the lead here on lap 10 of 29. Dolga, the top driver of the drivers that pitted under that safety car, and he's already up into P6 and right on the back of Ricky. Ricky's probably going to let him by here as their teammate, and he does do just that. Dolga is on a charge, and at the moment you would say his favourite to win this race. He's got side by side and we're going to crash. Contact, it's Tyler and it's Beano, both on the hard compound tyre, and that's close to contact as he rejoins on the racetrack. It's hard to tell. Watching this all happen so quickly, it's hard to know exactly who's at fault for every incident. Oh, he's got big contact, and that's Aaron around in the final corner. He's going to come back into the track, but thankfully doesn't get collected. Oh, but he does, and that's out of the race. That is Tim Bed out of the race, and the safety car is deployed, and a penalty for Aaron. That is once again unsavoury joining at its very best. Dolga is your leader. He's warming his tyres. He's getting ready for the restart. Renault Wenting in second. It's Stein in third. Out of the final corner now, Dolga hasn't gone yet. When will he put his foot down? He puts his foot to the floor, and we are green flag racing again here in Bahrain, and the field fans out behind them. They're racing hard towards this first corner. Stein looks like he's feeling a lot of pressure further back as they dive into the first corner. Dolga leads as diving down the inside. That's Lightning Luke. He's going to try and get a position there on a Mercedes, I believe that is, of Herod, who is immediately fighting here in this pack. Falling down the order though with Stein. He's dropped lots of positions, but Dolga holds the lead for now. Dolga with a second out front already. He needs to build that gap and quickly. But the battle for second, it's so close. It's barely going to even be a battle here. Oh, he looks to the inside. That's a very risky move, and it's going to leave himself very vulnerable here on exit. As Luke, unsurprisingly, by just holding the racing line, is going to get a brilliant exit down the straight. Tyler as well, he's going to be in the mix as they go towards the final corner. They're pushing so hard. Luke looking to the inside of Ferrari. He's not quite going to get it done there as Tyler sweeps past the Alpine of Renault Wentic. Oh, is his teammates gone around? There's a big crash in the background. That could be a safety car. It could well be, and it is. We've got another big crash. Stein was spun around, I believe, contact with Thomas Pierpont. Indeed it was, while his pips into the pit lane with a broken front wing. Another major crash here, and another safety car comes out as he makes his way out of the final corner now. Getting ready to the restart. Weaving to get a last bit of temperature and foot to the floor. We are green flag racing again in Bahrain. It's the restart he needed as they come down the main straight. There's a little bit of contact, it looks like, in the mid-pack. As Dolga back onto the racing line, now defensive towards the first corner. He's got Herod all the way over him on the outside. That's a brave move. Around the outside of turn 1, down the inside of turn 2. That's going to open the door for Luke. Luke to the outside now as they charge the way down towards turn 4. We've got another spinner. I believe that is one of the Alpines of Renault Wentic, the other driver, who had stayed out under that safety car. As now, side by side through turn 4, it is Dolga and Luke who will come out on top here. They dive into the S section, and it looks like Luke, who is just barely ahead here. As they dive down now, it's time to push as Tyler straight away down the inside. We said these guys needed to get past Dolga quickly, and that was where the danger lay. And that's exactly what's happened. As we do have a battle for the lead, and Lightning Luke takes the lead of the race away from Herod. Herod now under pressure from Tyler as they come out of turn 3 and up towards turn 4. Side by side racing here. Herod, as I said, he's got to fight, but I don't know if he can. Tyler on the outside on the better tyres. Should be able to get the power down earlier and a little bit better, but look at that, Herod managing his car affectionately as he comes down the hill. That isn't a word, but we're going to carry on anyway. Harold in second place still, ahead of Tyler. But they can't risk fighting too much because that will let Luke get away out front. And you see the pace he's got. Oh, look at that run from Tyler. Brilliant speed down the main straight. He could even go for the lead. They're free wide into turn 1. Where's that come from? Tyler locking up the inside front, reminiscent of his safety car mishap earlier. But he gets the move done, or does he? Luke's fighting back through turn 3. The Aston Martin's back out front here, and with the aid of DRS, it's going to just about hold on to the lead as they dive into turn 4. Harold, he's fighting back into second. Where did that come from? Harold's keeping himself right in the mix here, but he doesn't quite hold on. Tyler in second, Luke leading this race still. And Luke feeling the pressure here. No ERS, basically, as Tyler with the advantage in terms of ERS at this stage. Then it's Harold, and then it is Luke. And we see yellow flags out there, and oh, that's Alfonso's gone out of the race. Let's see here as they come up the hill in the safety car. I said there'd be another one, and there is. Aaron is your leader. When will he put his foot down? Through the final corner he goes, keeping the throttle down at the moment, just maintaining the pace. Backing up the field, making sure he gets the best run possible. As he puts his foot to the floor, and we are green flag racing here. Once again in Bahrain, and they're side by side for second already. Aaron trying to hold on out front as they're side by side. They're banging wheels behind. Aaron's going to hold the lead. They bang wheels through the first corner, but you see that Aaron goes a little bit wide. That's going to give these cars quite a chance. They're side by side coming up through turns 2 and 3. As around in the background has gone a Ferrari. That is CJ, who's got a penalty as well to go with it. Aaron defends into turn 4. They're side by side behind. It's like pack racing through turn 4. As you see the Aston Martin of Luke, the Mercedes of Harold. Harold with a restart there that he absolutely needed. He will now be the first driver to try and pass AMC out front. He goes to the outside of the hairpin. That may be a good call. He's ahead by the exit. He's going to bang wheels with him. He's going to get the foot down, and he looks like he's going to take the lead here of this race as they dive into turn 10. AMC powerless to defend that move. Now on the outside, he's going to feel some pressure from Luke behind. Now this is the chance Harold has got to try and pull away. He hasn't got long to try and manage that. But now Luke straight up into second place. He has got a good chance as Tyler, another driver, knows it's now or never to try and stay in this fight for the lead. Dolger, it's the same for him. He's looking to try and make the move. Then it's Wiley's, Pips and Charlie. But out front, Harold trying to break the slipstream and the DRS of the cars behind. Harold is your leader. Then it is Luke, and then it is Tyler. This is going to be entertaining stuff. 1 lap to go here. Final lap in the Bahrain Grand Prix is underway. It is Harold ahead of Luke, ahead of Tyler. They make their way down to turn 1 for the final time. Luke to the outside. He's got a big run. He's clear. He leads the Grand Prix. But Harold, a little bit of contact there. He punts Luke wide. Luke gonna have to really struggle to get himself out of turn 2. And he spins and he collects Harold. I said that might happen. As Tyler will now take the lead of this race. Behind him, where is the next car going to be? It's going to be Dolger. Dolger's in second place. And it's Ricky, who have suddenly found themselves in a Red Bull double podium. But Huawei's Pips, he's in the mix as well here. He's right up behind him. As Harold, with damage to his car now having issues. Tyler here is set to take what is appearing to look like a dominant victory, although if you watch this race, you know it certainly isn't. Tyler, out of the final corner for the final time. It's going to be Ferrari, it's going to be Tyler, who win the first ever race in virtual racing project here, the Bahrain Grand Prix. It goes to Tyler, who then is ahead of Dolga and Huawei's Pips, completes the podium for Williams.